Happy November, everybody, and happy Mama Day. Okay, Magnificent Mavens is finally out. If you don't know, Magnificent Mavens is one of the most impactful sets of this year. Not only does it contain a whole bunch of powerful new cards like the Ishizu cards that everyone's saying are going to be tier 0 and totally ruin Yu-Gi-Oh! Forever, but it also contains a lot of really great reprints, including of cards that before were only available at high rarities. For example, the entire Sword Soul line is getting reprinted here. Before, they were really expensive for honestly no reason, but now with them out again, it's great. We also have a reprint of pretty much the entire Sky Striker line. Not that they were very expensive before, but now they're even cheaper, along with a few other archetypes you can see here, like Witchcrafter, like Mayakashi, and a favorite of mine, Shiranui. So I have one mini box here to open, and I know what you might be thinking, Dubs, why should I watch you open one mini box? I can go watch this other guy open, like 10. Well, the thing is, I have this one mini box, but in addition to that, I also have these. So you have to understand that I am very stupid. Before Magnificent Mavens came out, I sort of freaked out and said, oh my god, everyone's gonna buy all the Ishizu cards, I need to buy them first. So what I did was I went to my my local OTS, Gamer's Choice, and I ordered a whole bunch of cards before Magnificent Mavens came out. And the thing is, Gamer's Choice was and still is selling like all the Ishizu cards for like $20 each, despite the fact that if you look now on TCG Player, a whole bunch of them are going down to like $11. So guess who wasted a whole bunch of money? Answer, me. But guess what? That's all right. It's all for the love of the game. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. So I have this one mini box, but I also have a whole bunch of individual singles that I bought here that I'm also gonna open up. So yeah, let's get started. We're gonna start actually with the biggest package here. And yeah, let's see what's inside. And before I get started, I do honestly want to shout out that this is the first pack opening video I've ever done. I tried it once before and it didn't really work out well, so I never uploaded it. The thing about pack openings that kind of makes me nervous is that, once you do it, you can't unopen them. You only get one shot at filming this. And I am not good at one takes, unlike NBT. So yep, here's hoping that I don't, mess up and fall over myself and cut my hands off. Okay, so what do we got in here? Ooh, okay, so so Magnificent Mavens, if you don't know, whenever you buy a box, I believe, it comes with one set of these sort of special sleeves that are themed after one of the archetypes that are featured in Mama. So I ordered actually a whole bundle of all the sleeves. So let's see, what do we got in here? Oh, I think we also got a card. That might just be a receipt. Let's see. Yep, we got some cards. Okay, so we have the Mayakashi sleeves, I believe those are. The Sky Striker sleeves featuring everyone's favorite Kagari. These are also Mayakashi, I think. Witchcrafter. This archetype has some amazing art, and I wish I knew how to play it. In Duel Links, they are incredibly annoying. And more Sky Striker art. Everyone loves Ray, the wonderful, wonderful... Isn't she like 13? I'm not commenting on that anymore. And then we also have a whole bunch of cards here. So one of the things about Mama is that they reprinted not only a whole bunch of very expensive archetypes, but also a whole bunch of staples that before this were also very expensive. And so I took advantage of that and ordered a lot of them. So let's see, what do we got in here? We have my first ever copy of Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, using that alt art. Really great right there. One of my favorite cards ever, Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. I love this card so much. When I first got into Yu-Gi-Oh! It was really at the start, or not the start, but sort of midway through the Lynx era. And when this card came out, I fell in love. I tried to jam this card into every deck I built, no matter how good it was, no matter how bad it was. And honestly, I think I'm still going to try and jam it into every deck I make. Next we have Chaos Hunter. So Chaos Hunter is not only a pretty good card historically, but also I think is actually going to be pretty good in this format with Runic running around. Of course, after Ishizu's come out, who knows if Runic's really going to do anything more. But with Runic running around, I think this is a really great counter card, or at least it's one of the best that I've figured out so far. So we have our 3 Chaos Hunter. Oh, and here we stumble upon our first Ishizu cards. So here is Keldo, the Sacred Protector. I think most people agree that this is probably the best out of the Ishizu cards. So what this does, you can discard another Earth Fairy to special summon it, and then you can search another Earth Fairy from your deck. But the big thing with this is that if it's in the graveyard on a quick effect, you can target 3 to 5 cards in either player's graveyard and shuffle them back into the deck. 3 cards if you don't have Exchange of the Spirit in your grave, and 5 cards if you do. I don't think that anyone's playing Exchange of the Spirit. I know I'm not. But still, 3 cards shuffled back into the deck on a quick effect is amazing. It's amazing disruption, and if you're playing tier like I am, you can actually shuffle back your own cards to trigger the field spell Perlino to pop one of your opponent's cards. It's amazing. So we have our 3 Keldo. Next, I think, is going to be... Oh, Lightning Storm! Lightning Storm. Yeah, Lightning Storm up until this point has always been really expensive, and I'm glad to have it. I think it's going to be pretty good this format, pretty good going second card. But after Lightning Storm, yeah, I can see we have Mudora, the Sword Oracle. I bought this. This is, again, one of those impulse buys. As I test the deck more, I don't actually play this card. I play 3 Keldo and 3 of Kelbeck, which we'll see a little bit later, but still good to have. It's similar to Keldo in that it's a shuffler. It can shuffle 3 to 5 cards from the graveyard back into the deck. The only thing is that this doesn't have the ability to search other Earth Fairies from deck, so it's not quite as good. And we have our 3. Next envelope. And if my voice sounds a little bit shaky at times, that's because you have to understand, I'm not actually sitting down right now. I'm like leaning over a table doing this so I can get the correct lighting. And my back sort of feels like it's about to snap in half. So if that happens, I will let you know. But for now, we have Evenly Matched. God, I have wanted a card. I have wanted a copy of this card for so long. I am actively playing this in my side. It's an amazing, amazing card. It's not always a blowout. You know, if your opponent manages to get a spell trap negate on board, it doesn't quite work as well. But when you can get Evenly Matched to work, there's nothing more satisfying in all of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I got a playset of that, and then I've got 2 Triple Tactics Talents. Only 2 because I actually already own one. I pulled one from the 2021 Megatin. First product I've ever bought was the 2021 Megatin, and I actually managed to pull a triple tack from it. And that has been one of my prized possessions ever since, although I've never played it because, you know, playing one triple tack is not exactly a sound strategy. But glad to have 2 more of them, and that will also be going into the side. Very good against decks like, you know, Tier or Flunder that like to play on your turn as well as theirs. Moving on to the next envelope. So now you might be asking yourself why this came in so many different envelopes. That's because I placed I placed 4 separate orders. I just kept seeing new cards that were being offered in Mama that I had no idea about, and I just kept making new orders. Anyway, we have right off the bat, ooh, look at this. We have our playset of Ice Dragon Prison. Ice Dragon Prison is a card that I'm surprised doesn't get played more. Whenever it gets flipped against me, I'm always like, God, this is one of the most powerful trap cards I've ever seen. But, you know, because it's a trap, and because it targets probably also, just does not see that much play. In any case, look at that. Very nice art, very nice foil on that. Got a playset of that. Then we have Gozen Match. Gozen Match is one of the 3 cursed floodgates. There's a Rivalry of Warlords, and there's Tikaboo. There can only be one, or there can be only one, rather. This was just being sold for cheap, so I figured I might as well pick it up. It's a staple. I don't expect to play it anytime soon, but, you know, who knows. Oh, and then in the back, I don't remember ordering this. I don't think I ordered this. What? What the hell? I already own 2 Chains of Hearts. Why do I... I'll take it, but I don't remember ordering this. Okay. I mean, it looks good. But I have a print of Change of Heart from, what do you call it? A structure deck Pegasus, where it has a terrible, non-problem-solving card text on it, and I love that version. I don't think I'll ever be playing this version. And finally, we have our last envelope. I think I know what's in here. I think in here is, if I had to guess, I think it's Kelbeck, you know, the Ishizu card, and I think, like, Borreload or Boral Sword Dragon, maybe? Oh, and also Anti-Spell. I forgot about Anti-Spell. Anti-Spell Fragrance, I hate. I hate this card with all my heart. I sort of feel like if I were to put this in a deck, my soul would immediately rot out and I would have to quit the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's sort of like Mystic Mine in that way. I cannot stand Mystic Mine either. But again, it's a staple. It was being sold for like 60 cents, so I figured might as well pick it up. Yep, there's Boral Sword Dragon. This is one of those big Link boss monsters that I have never owned. I don't know. I know these cards are not as expensive as I sometimes think they are, but, you know, when I saw this on the site in Mama getting reprinted, I figure, you know, if there's any time to buy it, it's probably now. More Gozen Match and more Ice Dragon Prisons? What the hell? I swear to God, I did not order these. What the hell? There's some messed up stuff going on over there at Gamer's Choice. So, wait. So, I've just opened up all the envelopes. I don't think there's anything left in there. No, there's nothing. There's no cards left. Where the hell are my Kelbecks? I ordered 3 Kelbecks. What? They just did not give me the 3 Kelbecks I ordered. That is, well, that's wonderful. I will have to go back there and see if I can get them. Or who knows? What if they didn't charge me for them? In which case, I can probably buy them cheaper online. I'll figure that out in the future. Gamer's Choice is genuinely a really good place. I just imagine that they were very swamped today, and things got a little bit confused. So actually, mystery solved. I looked a little bit closer at all the envelopes. They gave me someone else's order. They gave me the order for some guy named Carlos. I am not Carlos. I am William. So I will have to contact them and bring these back, because this pack right here with the 3 Ice Dragons, the Gozens, and the Change of Heart, this was not meant for me. This was meant for someone else who I'm sure is missing their cards very much right now. While I was cleaning up, I also found another pack of sleeves in the bag that I hadn't taken out. This is actually one of my favorite card arts of all time, and I love that I have it on sleeves now. Look how smug Very looks there. It's amazing. Now, there are some people who I think like this for the wrong reason, if you understand what I mean. But no, I think this is cool as hell. And also you see the one in black in the background. God, I wish that was me. And with that, we move on to the main event, the mini box of Magnificent Mavens. So now, from what I've heard, this box actually has some pretty good pull rates. It also introduces a special new kind of rarity called Pharaoh's Rare. I actually have no idea what a Pharaoh's Rare looks like, so if I pull one, I might just be completely oblivious. But if I do pull one and I don't point it out, please point it out for me, because, again, I will probably have no idea. So let's see, how many packs are there? Oh, gosh. Oh, okay, so there's 4 packs, and then it comes with another thing of sleeves. Okay, cool. I actually do need more sleeves like this, because I often find that the Konami sleeves work a lot better than the Dragon Shield ones. It's just easier to get cards in there. So very glad to have these. So let's start off with pack number 1 and see what we got in here. So now these are 5 card packs, I believe. So not too much, but let's see what we can pull. Okay, we start off with Sword Soul of Moye. This was a money card before, so glad to have it. Blast Held by Destiny. This is like a, what has Obelisk on the art. I don't think it's actually like an Obelisk card, but, you know, it has Obelisk on the art. It's sort of like a bad version, or maybe an upgraded version of a Blast Held by a Tribute. In any case, not playing it. Doom Dozer. Oh, man. This is a classic card, great in old formats, and great in limited formats, too. Again, I don't think I'll be playing this one, but, you know, it's a fun one to have. Instant Fusion. I already have an Instant Fusion, but it might be a lower rarity than this, so I'll definitely see if I can replace it. And Rilona, the Magistus of Vere. This is like the adult version of the smug Magistus, or what are they called? Not Magistus. Witchcrafter girl? Yeah. Looks pretty cool. Moving on to pack number 2. Let's see, what do we got in here? Oh, we got an evenly matched. I just got my place out of this, so this is pretty useless, but you know what? Exchange of Despair and Hope. This is an Ishizu card. The art actually even looks like Exchange of the Spirit. Let's see, if you control 3 or more Earth Fairy monsters, send as many monsters from the field to the graveyard as possible, minimum 1. Then each player can special summon monsters from their opponent's graveyard to their own field, up to the number of monsters sent to their opponent's graveyard by this effect. Then, if a monster was special summoned by this effect and Exchange of the Spirit is in your graveyard, you can set 1 trap directly from your deck. This is not good. Light Imprisoning Mirror, yeah, not a bad card. I don't know if I'll be playing it now, but not a bad card. Widow Anchor, awesome. Ooh, and look at that, Scapegoat. This is not a Pharaoh's Rare, right? Yeah, no, this is just a regular-ass foil card. But yeah, looks very nice. Wow, Scapegoat, classic card. Don't own a copy of this. When I was a kid, I stopped playing long before GOAT format was a thing, so I don't have an old copy of this or a new copy of this. Fun to see, but also want to go back to Widow Anchor. I actually am a big fan of Sky Strikers, so yeah, I don't know if I'll build it, but you know, if I do end up building it, then having this is a great start. Moving on to pack number 3, and we have Ice Dragon's Prison. I have 2 playsets of this now, although hopefully I'll be giving one of them back. A token? That seems like sort of a ripoff, but okay. Got a Sky Striker Ace token. Sword Soul Assessment. I have never read this card. I don't think that Sword Soul actually plays it, and so I don't think I will be reading it. Ooh, look at that. There's Ray. Awesome. Yeah, this is great. Ray is like the monster in Sky Striker. No, this is fantastic. Ray, I have played Sky Striker many, many times, usually in Master Duel, not in real life. So, yep, glad to have this. And Witchcrafter Haney, is that? That's the one, the black coat that I was saying I want to be before. Yeah, no, she's awesome. Your opponent cannot target other spellcasters you control. You can discard one spell. Oh, this is actually a pretty good card. I mean, I don't think that Witchcrafters is very good, but no, this by itself in a vacuum is yeah, it's actually a pretty good card. And final pack. Can we pull this mythical Pharaoh's Rare, whatever it is? Let's see. Ooh, Millennium Eyes Restrict. That is definitely a different rarity than the one I have. I don't really play Millennium Eyes Restrict in tier anymore, but, you know, if I ever do again, I will definitely consider this one over whatever the other version I have is. Another Mudora. Again, don't really play Mudora, but, you know, it's cool to have. Goes in Match. Already got 2 playsets of that. Anti-Spell. Got my playset of that. And Metal Reflect Slime. Not exactly a groundbreaking card here, but, you know, fun in limited formats, fun in old formats. Yeah, good to have. We'll put it in the bulk. So, yeah, that's Magnificent Mavens. Again, really, really cool set. The biggest thing about this set that I love is the reprints. I love that it is making a lot of cards that were money before cheaper. I personally, as you may or may not know, am a rarity abolitionist. I think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Should be much cheaper than it already is. So, yep, very glad to see this happen. And I think my biggest, aside from that, my biggest takeaway from this is make sure to check the name on your envelope before you take it home, because I now own Carlos's cards, and God, I hope he does not have mine, because I really, really need those Kelbecks. In any case, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful night.